Be sure to like the official Mike's Vehicle Spotlight page on Facebook today to keep informed on all the latest video updates, photos of future and past vehicles, and any other MVS related news. That's www.facebook.com/Mike's Vehicle Spotlight. Today's MVS shines on this 2008 Hummer H3. The H3 was introduced for the 2006 model year as a mid-size SUV. It is also the smallest of the Hummer line. It shares the same platform as the Chevrolet Colorado and GMC Canyon pickup trucks. The H3 has seen a few changes over its lifespan, including powertrain changes and the introduction of a pickup model for 2009. The H3 was discontinued in 2010 along with the rest of the Hummer lineup. The front end continues to keep that familiar Hummer look with halogen headlamps placed within circular lenses and your amber marker lamps placed next to them on the outsides. The iconic 7-vented front grille is still there. Underneath sits the highly placed fog lamps and a mesh center air dam. The very bottom of the front bumper includes 2 towing hooks and a large front skid plate. The hood also includes the faux air extractor vents. The H3 is 188.1 inches long and stands at 73 inches tall. Today's H3 is featured in the graphite metallic exterior color. The H3 may not look as rugged as the other Hummer models, but it does continue to keep its signature styling cues. The mirrors are optionally chrome capped, and the mirrors themselves are fully powered. The door handles are also optionally chrome capped. Today's H3 also includes the chrome fuel filler door. The lower side portions include stepping rails with black traction grips. Shown here are the H3's 16-inch aluminum rims with 4-wheel anti-lock disc brakes behind them. Traction control and the StabiliTrak stability enhancement system are also included. The rear tail lamps are flush with the corners of the rear end. The full-size spare tire is housed behind the swing gate. And the rear bumper includes 1 towing hook and one single exhaust port. The interior of the H3 is also a little more simpler than the H1 and H2 models. The space and comfort, however, are still there. The H3 also includes dual front and curtain airbags as standard safety equipment. Today's H3 features these cloth seats finished in ebony with pewter seat inserts and contrasted outer stitching. Today's driver's seat is also optionally powered. The interior door trim consists of a chrome door handle, your window, lock, and mirror controls on the sloping armrest, a leather-stitched door accent with contrasted stitching, and a small door pocket. The dashboard is set up in a nice and well-organized fashion. The metallic accents also add a unique touch. The driver is placed in front of a 4-piece gauge cluster that includes an 8,000 RPM tach, a 110 mph speedometer, and gauges for your fuel level and coolant temperature. The display will show you your odometer with one-trip computer, and the space above it is used as a small message center. The driver grabs on to a 4-spoke steering wheel with perforated accents. To the left of the steering wheel sits your exterior lighting controls. Down below sits your parking brake and hood releases. Your cruise controls and your front wiper controls are found on the turn signal stalk. Your emergency hazards are placed in between the center air bezels. Under them sit your 4-wheel drive controls, your passenger restraint indicators, and your traction control override. Shown here is the standard AM, FM, and CD player backed by 6 speakers. XM satellite radio is also included on today's H3. A 6-disc CD changer was optional. Down below sits the single-zone climate controls. The bottom of the center stack includes your rear wiper controls and two 12-volt power outlets. The shifter is finished in black leather with perforated accents and a leather boot at the base. Behind it sits two cup holders. The small armrest opens up to a small storage console. The glove compartment is well sized. The ceiling includes sun visors with unlit vanity mirrors. Your sunroof control is placed in the center. And the rearview mirror includes a compass and outside temperature display, as well as your OnStar communication controls. Behind the sunroof sits two map lamps. The back of the H3 offers 35 inches of legroom, 53.5 inches of hip room, 53.5 inches of shoulder room, and 39.9 inches of headroom. Netted pockets are placed on the front seats, and they are removable. In the center of the seats are two integrated cup holders. To fold the seats, just pull up on the upper tabs. The cargo area can carry up to 29.5 cubic feet of cargo, a total 55.7 cubic feet with the rear seats folded flat. You'll also find a 12-volt power outlet and two large storage compartments. Your tire changing tools are placed within the swing gate. Under the hood is the standard 3.7-liter 20-valve Vortec 5-cylinder that produces 242 horsepower and 242 pound-feet of torque. This engine makes an EPA estimated 13 miles per gallon in the city and 18 miles per gallon on the highway. The H3 also comes equipped with a 23-gallon fuel tank. Today's H3 features the optional 4-speed automatic transmission. A 5-speed manual came standard.
Okay, we'll go ahead and take the short test drive portion of this 2008 Hummer H3. Just a quick drive around the parking lot. One thing I like to mention before we get started about the smaller H3 compared to the H2 is it might be a little more comfortable for people to drive, being that it's not as large as the H2 or the original Hummer for that example. But H3 it's pretty comfortable. It's a nice size, a little more simple in design compared to the H2. The chime is very faint on this model. So let's go ahead and get started. The engine note is still there. The handling's not bad at all. It almost feels like the H2, where the steering is a little firm, but still pretty responsive. The ride quality is actually not bad at all either. Go back around this way. Yeah, the chime's reminding me about the seatbelt, and I can't even barely hear it. Oh, somebody's in my way up there.
And that concludes today's MVS on the 2008 Hummer H3. I'm Michael Adams, and I'll see you guys next time.